Hello and welcome. My name is Sarah Mitchell. For more than 20 years, I've been studying nutrition, vitamins, and how simple foods can support the body as we get older. I'm not here to overwhelm you with complicated science. I'm here to show you what actually helps, what works together, and how small daily habits can support your health for many years to come. If you care about staying sharp, protecting your vision, and learning what nutrients your body truly needs, you're in the right place. Let's begin. If you're over 40 and you've started feeling more tired, more forgetful, or just not quite like yourself anymore, there's a chance it has nothing to do with aging at all. It might be something far simpler and far more common than most people realize. In fact, there's a silent problem affecting millions of adults over 40 right now, and many of them have no idea it's happening. Their bodies are slowly running low on essential vitamins, not because they're doing something wrong, but because after 40, the body simply doesn't absorb nutrients the same way it used to. And here's the surprising part. Some of the most common symptoms people blame on stress, hormones, or getting older can actually be early signs of vitamin deficiency. Low energy, brain fog, dry skin, muscle aches, trouble sleeping, mood changes, hair thinning. These things often appear gradually, so people assume they're just part of life. But in many cases, the body is quietly asking for something it's missing. Today, we're going to talk about the most common vitamin deficiencies after 40, why they happen, the subtle signs your body may be giving you, and what you can do to support your health as you age. Because the truth is, getting older doesn't have to mean feeling worse. When your body gets the nutrients it needs, it can still function with remarkable strength and resilience. Let's start with something most people don't expect. After 40, your digestive system actually changes. Stomach acid levels tend to decline with age. This might not sound important, but stomach acid plays a critical role in breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. When acid levels drop, your body may struggle to absorb certain vitamins and minerals from the very same foods you've eaten your entire life. So even if your diet hasn't changed, your nutrient levels might be changing behind the scenes. One of the first vitamins affected by this shift is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for energy production, nerve health, and brain function. It helps your body create red blood cells and supports the nervous system. But B12 absorption depends heavily on healthy stomach acid and something called intrinsic factor, both of which can decrease with age. That means many adults over 40 gradually develop low B12 levels without realizing it. And the symptoms can be surprisingly subtle at first. You might feel unusually tired, even after a full night's sleep. You may notice memory lapses or difficulty concentrating. Some people experience tingling sensations in their hands or feet. Others feel mood changes, irritability, or mild depression. Because these symptoms can overlap with stress or normal aging, B12 deficiency often goes undetected for years. Another important nutrient that many adults become low in after 40 is vitamin D. Vitamin D plays a major role in bone health, immune function, muscle strength, and even mood regulation. But as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. At the same time, many people spend more time indoors, use sunscreen more consistently, or live in regions where sunlight is limited for part of the year. The result is that vitamin D deficiency has become incredibly common. Some studies suggest that a large percentage of adults in the United States have vitamin D levels below optimal ranges. And the symptoms aren't always obvious. You might notice frequent fatigue, muscle weakness, or joint discomfort. Some people experience more frequent colds or infections. Others feel unexplained low mood, especially during darker months. Vitamin D also works closely with calcium to support bone health, which becomes increasingly important as we age. Bone density naturally declines over time, particularly for women after menopause. When vitamin D levels are low, the body has a harder time absorbing calcium, which can gradually affect bone strength. Now here's something many people overlook: magnesium. Magnesium is technically a mineral, but it functions almost like a vitamin in the body, because it participates in hundreds of biochemical reactions. It supports muscle relaxation, nerve function, blood sugar balance, and healthy sleep patterns. Yet magnesium intake has quietly declined in modern diets. Highly processed foods contain far less magnesium than whole foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes. On top of that, certain medications and chronic stress can increase magnesium depletion. After 40, many people start experiencing symptoms that may be connected to low magnesium levels. Muscle tension, restless sleep, frequent headaches, increased stress sensitivity, occasional heart palpitations. Some people even notice increased sugar cravings because magnesium is involved in blood sugar regulation. Another nutrient that deserves attention is vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 supports brain chemistry, immune function, and hormone balance. It plays a role in producing neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which help regulate mood. Low B6 levels may contribute to fatigue, irritability, or difficulty concentrating. This becomes particularly important for women in their 40s and 50s as hormonal fluctuations begin to occur. But there's another nutrient that often surprises people when they hear about it: iron. Many people associate iron deficiency only with younger women or pregnancy, but iron status can still matter after 40. Some adults experience gradual declines in iron due to dietary changes, digestive issues, or reduced absorption. Iron plays a central role in transporting oxygen through the blood. When iron levels drop too low, people may experience persistent fatigue, pale skin, shortness of breath during physical activity, or difficulty maintaining energy throughout the day. However, iron balance is delicate. Too little can cause symptoms, but too much can also be harmful. That's why healthcare providers typically recommend testing before considering supplementation. Now here's where things get interesting. Vitamin deficiencies rarely occur in isolation. Nutrients interact with each other in complex ways. For example, vitamin D helps regulate calcium absorption. Magnesium supports vitamin D activation. And B vitamins often work together to support energy metabolism and nervous system health. This means that when one nutrient becomes low, it can affect how the body uses others. Think of it like an orchestra. If one instrument starts playing out of tune, the entire performance can sound off. Your body's nutrient balance works the same way. Another factor that becomes more important after 40 is gut health. The digestive system plays a central role in nutrient absorption. Conditions such as reduced stomach acid, gut inflammation, or changes in the microbiome can all influence how efficiently the body extracts vitamins and minerals from food. This is one reason many health experts emphasize the importance of a nutrient-dense diet as we age. Whole foods tend to provide vitamins in forms that the body recognizes and uses more easily. Colorful vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, quality proteins, whole grains, nuts and seeds. These foods provide not only vitamins but also fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that support overall health. But even with a healthy diet, some individuals may still develop nutrient gaps due to absorption changes, medications, or lifestyle factors. For example, certain common medications can influence nutrient levels. Some acid-reducing medications may affect B12 absorption. Certain blood pressure medications may influence magnesium balance. Long-term use of some drugs can affect vitamin levels in subtle ways. This doesn't mean medications are harmful or unnecessary. It simply means nutrient awareness becomes more important over time. Another important piece of the puzzle is stress. Chronic stress can increase the body's demand for certain nutrients, particularly B vitamins and magnesium. When the body is under constant stress, it burns through these nutrients more quickly because they're involved in energy metabolism and nervous system regulation. If stress levels remain high for long periods, nutrient depletion can slowly develop. Sleep also plays a role. Poor sleep can disrupt hormone balance, appetite regulation, and metabolic processes that influence nutrient utilization. That's why supporting sleep quality is one of the most overlooked strategies for maintaining overall nutritional health. Now, you might be wondering something important. How do you know if you actually have a vitamin deficiency? The most reliable way is through proper testing and consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. Blood tests can help identify certain nutrient levels, including vitamin D, B12, and iron status. But there are also subtle signals your body may give you along the way. persistent fatigue, unusual muscle weakness, frequent infections, slow wound healing, hair thinning, changes in mood or concentration. These symptoms can have many possible causes, but they sometimes reflect underlying nutrient imbalances. Paying attention to these signals can help start a helpful conversation with your healthcare provider. Now let's talk about something encouraging. The body has an incredible ability to recover when it receives the nutrients it needs. Many people who address nutrient deficiencies notice improvements in energy, mental clarity, and overall well-being. But the goal isn't simply taking random supplements. The goal is supporting your body in a balanced, thoughtful way. A nutrient-rich diet remains the foundation. Foods like leafy greens, salmon, eggs, beans, lentils, berries, avocados, nuts, seeds, and whole grains provide a wide spectrum of vitamins and minerals. Sunlight exposure, when appropriate, can support natural vitamin D production. Regular physical activity helps maintain muscle strength, circulation, and metabolic health. Managing stress, supporting sleep, and maintaining a healthy gut environment all contribute to better nutrient utilization. Sometimes targeted supplementation may be helpful under professional guidance, especially when blood tests confirm specific deficiencies. But nutrition works best when it's approached as a whole system rather than isolated pills. Your body is constantly communicating with you. Small symptoms often appear long before serious problems develop. Learning to listen to those signals can be one of the most powerful steps toward long-term health. And here's the final thought I want to leave you with. Turning 40 is not the beginning of decline. For many people, it's actually the beginning of a new phase of awareness. You start paying closer attention to how your body responds to food, sleep, stress, and daily habits. When you nourish your body with the right nutrients, support your metabolism, and stay curious about your health, you give yourself the opportunity to feel strong, clear-minded, and energized for decades to come. Because aging is inevitable, but how we support our bodies along the way can make a remarkable difference.